What's happening, YouTube? Cowboy here, and we're about to kick off Sequence 6, Memory 1, the Heist. So, originally when I went through this one, I didn't even see the optional objectives pop up, and ended up failing them both, so felt it would be better to go back and just replay the mission for you guys, and show you how it's done with 100% sync. And additionally, an important thing I want to note is, obviously in the last mission we killed Adewale for bravado, and we failed the objective of, don't kill anyone but Adewale, so in going back and getting 100% sync on that one, I realized that even the non-lethal takedowns, those actually count against that optional. So the best way I found to do that one was to basically take an upwards path and run straight to him. But either way,
things are worse than we feared. The assassins found a way to make the precursor box work.
on to the heist.
Preparing an expedition.
Then we must stop them.
Hope controls hundreds of men. The authorities are doing sod all.
What if we were to impersonate her men? We could commit a crime so big, they couldn't ignore those damn brigands anymore.
That sounds like an excellent plan, Jack. Make it so. I will find out where the assassins are hiding.
Is it just me, or did the boss tell us to make trouble?
Enjoy it while you can, Shay. Get him, Shay.
So to give a little bit more insight into what I was talking about with the bravado mission with Adewale, basically he will, like right towards the very, very start, there's a path you can take where you're basically able to just go like straight upwards and then take a tree, and it takes you all the way over to where, like, when you jump from the tree into the hay, you are just barely outside of Adewale's little camp, where like he's there with a couple people. So from that point on, you're able to just go backwards pretty much. You sneak through the river area, and then you come up right behind him and kill him like we did in the video, but of course with avoiding interacting with anyone else, and you'll get that optional.
Don't we make a disgraceful pair of crooks?
No. I make this look good. So what's the target?
The military pay. We'll have to hurry. A regiment is already on its way to the fort where the coins are kept.
Great.
Bit full of himself.
And I suppose you have a plan.
The fort holds many prisoners. Get in and hoist the gang's colors. When you do, I'll free them.
You're going to free a bunch of criminals working with the assassins.
Well, we have to turn the army against them, don't we? Remember, you raise the flag, and I'll raise hell.
So of course, since we finished up the armor and sword mission a while ago, I also picked up the weapons for that. They're two pretty high-end swords, really good. And we're still using Edwards pistols because the pistols that you can purchase are basically on par with those. So we're going to keep Edwards pistols around for a while and work on using these two. But for now, at least, let's focus on this mission. So we're going to head straight on up. First thing we're going to do is get the flag. And this will release a bunch of little assassins that are going to help us without realizing it. We get the flag, it's the prisoners, and then we gotta get a bunch of chests.
Time to take down this fort, boys!
So, when you get right up close, you can just hold B to lockpick it. Like I said, it's not a hard objective to get, but I just ended up missing it completely because I was just, I saw the timer ticking down and was like, oh shit, there's things I gotta do. So I ran straight over and was using the shrapnel grenades to just blow doors open instead of lockpicking them. So of course, if you get in conflict, you're gonna have to wait a second. So that's why it's highly suggested that you get the flag before you bother doing this, because then the other guys will get into conflict and then you don't have to worry about it. So of course we do only have to lockpick 2 doors. After you get 2, I would suggest switching to your grenades for the rest of them because we are on a timer. And when that timer runs out, you don't necessarily fail the mission, but when it ends, basically a shit ton of bounty hunters are going to show up, and it's going to make it a hell of a lot harder to get in here and loot these chests since you'll basically be in constant combat. So save some time here. A little excessive.
Tell me it was the devil.
Now, from right here, it looks like you're done, you know? You got your money, you're all set, right? No. This is where I fucked up the first time around doing the mission. There are more chests over this way. So, I didn't even see them, simply because, you know, I was done, and I was like, oh, hell yeah, let me get out of here, and went to escape without realizing there are more chests all the way over, so... blow them on open, head over, and get the rest of them.
You imbeciles.
I didn't test it last time, but I'm gonna check my total after this mission. I'm not sure if you keep all this money that you're taking right now. If you do, I'll definitely let you guys know, because it'll be a pretty significant amount of money. You'll probably be able to repeat this mission to get a lot of money really, really fast. So, either way, that is the last chest. At this point, it's time to leave the fort. The easiest way, just make your way down towards the cannons. Down. And obviously, if you're going to lockpick everything, you won't have as much time, simply because it takes longer to lockpick. We're going to go exit the fort right out of this one, so we're immediately out of the fort's range when we jump. And boom. Successful mission taken out. So I don't think it'll show the rest of the cutscene because we did a mission replay. We'll see in a second here. Okay, it's not. But basically, after the fact, they so that's what happens after the fact. And looking at our total, okay, our money did not change. So, just for the record, replaying this mission does not net you an extra 15,000 every time you do it, which kind of sucks, but it would be a pretty cheesy way and really easy way to get a ton of money if it did. I mean, either way, it's not like money is that hard to come by in this game, you know, just by getting the buildings renovated and getting the forts. I know I'm already pulling in, I think like 6,400, something around there. Either way, there, guys, that does take out the first mission of this sequence with Heist. So obviously we have a couple more to go before Rogue is wrapped up. So make sure to stay tuned, and we will see you guys next time when we kick off Caress of Steel. So we'll see you guys then.